Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to have an interview with a very good guy. He's very nice and he's very passionate about what he's doing. He's actually a professional and international futsal player, and he became the first professional futsal player in Wales history, and he also managed to win titles and also major awards in Australia, Brunei, Indonesia, Wales, and in America, and also Dubai and other countries. And also, he is also the top goal scorer of the Welsh national team. Fantastic, isn't it? So I am really excited to actually ask him some questions, and I'm pretty sure that I also got some questions from you guys. So the guy that I'm talking about is Rico Zulkarnain. Interested to know what I'm talking about? Let's check this out. Hi Rico, welcome to my channel. How are you?
I'm really great, thank you. Thank you for inviting me on your show. Really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to your questions.
Oh, really? Yeah, I have so many questions now. I'm really glad that to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. I have been following I have been following your journey and your social media as well, and it really makes an impact for me personally because, so seeing you doing that kind of stuff during the lockdown, and that the positivity that you actually spread to your followers, I think that's great. Yes, and seeing
I've been fortunate to have a big fat platform and following, so I try to use that in a positive way.
yes, that's really good. Yes, and also seeing your achievements so far makes me realize how how your family will be very proud of you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. So when did you start your futsal journey? So tell me about that, please.
So my futsal journey pretty much started around 23 years old. So in some people's eyes, that's late. I think they think 18 years of age, if you haven't made it as a pro, then it's too late. But like I said, I found out about futsal at 23. And then, as they say, the rest is history. I started playing for the Wales national team. I played in Indonesia a few seasons, in Jakarta, and some other clubs in, what was the other place I was in? Bandung.
Okay.
So I was out in Indonesia for a while. I played in America, France, pretty much all over the world. Malaysia, Australia.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's how my futsal journey started.
Yeah. So why futsal, by the way?
I think, for a long time in my life, I was playing football, but my attributes as a player, like my skills, I'm pretty fast. They suit more of the futsal court. And during the time that I found out about futsal, it gave me the opportunity to travel, and that was a huge passion of mine.
Yes. Yeah, wow, that's so great. And a lot of people are actually a little bit not really believe in themselves. Like, for example, because of being an athlete, some people might think oh, an athlete is not a career, right? So so how do you actually convince yourself that that I want to be I want to be an athlete? How did you do that?
Well, since a young age, I was pretty much playing football, so in that sort of elite athlete environment from very young. And I guess it just became a part of who I was. And as they say, sport teaches you a lot about life. And I think when I found football and futsal, I developed friendships. I learned other life skills. And like I say, they say if you don't know your purpose, find your passion, and your passion will lead you to your purpose. And that's what futsal was for me. I found this sport, and then it led me on to sort of my bigger purpose in life, in helping people, spreading positivity, sharing love, and trying to inspire people,
Yes, that's really great. I saw that you actually did some a volunteering project as well, right?
Yeah, in Brazil. So in Curitiba, during the World Cup, we flew to the favelas and during the day we would coach the young people on the streets football and teach them skills. And then in the evenings we were lucky enough to watch the World Cup in Brazil in the home of football. So yeah, very, very blessed experience.
Wow, that's so great. Yeah. I mean, if
Yeah.
I were you, I'll be like, wow, like, having, being an athlete and also, being a professional player and also can help people. I think that's like a bonus, isn't it? It's like,
Absolutely. And I think, like I say, with regards to football and futsal, all of these opportunities of being an athlete has helped me sort of give back in other opportunities. So I've been very blessed in that way.
I believe so. That's really good. And how about the pandemic then? Does the pandemic impact your career or, your
Yeah, so for the last, I think maybe 6 months, we sort of been inactive. I don't know if you read that I also run a futsal project in Wales. So I have a league with 8 teams. I have a senior elite team, junior academies, and like I say, with a pandemic and quarantine, it's all that to stop. So I thought, for me, it's like I never try to worry about what I can control. Obviously, the pandemic, we all have to go along with the rules and the regulations. So that's where this other passion of mine in terms of healing, health, and wellness sort of come into fruition. And now, again, we're opening a premises. So yeah, it's gonna tie in nice with a futsal.
I saw that on your social media. You posted some of the I don't know teaser,
Treatments.
a teaser.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, like I say, in terms of self-care sanctuary and a healing hub, it's not so known here in Wales. You know, people are like, I think the closest thing to that is maybe yoga. People go
Yeah.
and do some yoga. But in terms of like infrared saunas, we're going to be one of the first in the country to be able to offer these services. So yeah, to give those people teasers to just get them enticed and to see what we're trying to bring here.
Yes, you try to actually, leave the bait and then, leave the
Absolutely.
fish to actually catch it. Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
really good. Yeah, I am really tempted. I think I need to try that once it's open.
Yeah, definitely. In the next 2 months, we'll invite you down.
Oh yes, that's great. Yes, and yeah, so that's yeah. So what do you like about being in Wales? Like as I know, like or as everyone knows that you are half Welsh and half Indonesian, right? So
Yeah.
how do you find it?
I love being from Wales. I think where I grew up in Newport, you know, it's kind of known as one of the most deprived areas in Wales. So growing up, it wasn't, you know, I'd be exposed to a lot of things, but all of those things that I seen from young, it sort of shaped me into the person I am today, and it sort of benefited me in a lot of ways. But yeah, Wales is amazing. For people on the outside that really don't know so much about Wales, I think when I used to travel, I used to tell people I was from Wales. They would say, Wales, where is Wales? You know, but now from the likes of like people like Gareth Bale and Ryan Giggs, Tom Jones, Wales is becoming more popular. So now when I go around traveling and I say I'm from Wales, they say, oh, Gareth Bale, Ryan Giggs. And I say, yeah. So yeah, it's becoming more well known as the place, like you say, that people will come, travel, live, and people are welcoming here. So yeah, I really love Wales.
That's really good, yeah, because I really do love Wales as well. And some of my friends actually ask me like, where is Wales in Australia? So maybe they thought like
Yeah,
Wales is like New South Wales for some reasons. They know New South Wales, but not knowing
yeah,
Wales in the UK. That's really,
yeah. And it's
yeah,
so funny. When I spent time living in Jakarta, my friends in Jakarta would show me pictures of like the green countryside. And I
okay.
used to think to myself, like, wow, these people want to visit Wales. I
Yes,
said, that's exactly what it's like back home for me. I'm trying to escape that. You guys in the city want to go to the country.
indeed, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
crazy.
that's really interesting. Yeah. That's why I think like people, who like to, heal themselves, like, like your business, right? I think will work
Yeah,
very, very well in my opinion. Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think it's one of those you don't really appreciate what you have until you sort of leave it. And you're like, damn, while I'm stuck in all of these cities playing futsal, I'm like, I could do with a bit of countryside now. Some
Yes.
waterfall,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah, this is actually an interesting question. I mean, for me, it's interesting because it's like, I am always curious to ask, athletes, but I just never had a chance before. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so when you actually, after the game, right? Like
Uh-huh.
after a long game, for example, like 60 minutes or 40 minutes or something like that. And then, like, you might have like
Yeah.
an interview after that, right? And then how did you find it, like having an interview after a long game?
I don't think it's so much being tired because when you finish a game, your adrenaline is pumping so much, your heart's pumping so much,
Ah,
you've got still got so much energy. And like I said, I think sometimes the game happens so fast that you forget moments that happened in the game. So when an interviewer is asking you some questions about pivotal moments, it's a chance to reflect and really focus in on those moments that maybe you can learn and apply in the next game. So yeah, I
right.
always enjoy interviews.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's good then, because I was always thinking like, wow, like poor people, like they needed to answer questions. So yeah, so it's the other way around, yeah.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
felt like good after that.
I love it. Yeah, I love
Oh
it.
wow, that's great then. So yeah, so my curiosity already gone now. Thank you for answering that.
A pleasure. A
Yes.
pleasure.
Yeah. So next question is, oh yeah. So what is your biggest dream that you want to achieve?
Okay, so currently that I feel in my heart, my biggest dream is to roll out this healing hub across Wales and then open franchises across the world. So we would
Wow.
like a healing hub franchise in Bali,
Woo.
in Greece,
Woo.
in
Yes.
Dubai. So my partner lived in Dubai for 10 years. So we'd like to open a franchise there, maybe in Spain. So yeah, that's my biggest dream right now.
I
LA,
think
open one
so-
in LA.
LA. Yes. Oh, I think it's gonna be big.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel so. I feel so.
Yes. And also, like you posted something like a healthy drink, healthy shots, or like healthy food as well.
Yeah. We're gonna have a cafe bar in there also in
Oh,
the day. So until 6 p.m.,
wow.
8 till 6 in the day, there's gonna be a cafe bar with like health and wellness drinks, smoothie bowls and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
can you
yeah,
open now, please?
I know. We can't wait. We cannot wait. We're so excited.
Yes, I am. Oh my God. Like, oh, now this is a reason why I need to go to Cardiff.
Absolutely. You have the reason to visit now.
Yes. I don't mind to drive for hours and then after that being in the sauna. Ah, that's
Yeah, that's
amazing
it.
feeling.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes. Maybe you open one in the North Wales.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. That's great. So yeah, so I actually got some questions from some audience, my
Beautiful.
audiences. So yeah, so the first question is, can can I use running shoes to play futsal, and how will it impact my performance?
That's actually a great question because in futsal, there was a point in my career when I was using volleyball trainers.
Hmm.
So when I was playing out in Dubai, I seen this Brazilian guy, a pivot like me, which is like a striker in futsal. And I was like, what are those shoes that he has on? Because they look really like thick and heavy and clumsy
Yeah.
volleyball shoes. Because yeah,
That
so
yeah.
there was a player there wearing volleyball shoes. And I was like, what the heck are these shoes? They're so thick and big. And then I brought a pair. And then I think for like 1 or 2 seasons, I was wearing these, scoring loads of goals, playing well. And people were like, why are you wearing volleyball shoes? And I said, they're more supportive, they're more reactive. So to answer your question, yes. If it feels good, maybe try and make for a game or two, because a lot of people, especially on the futsal court and the floor is hard, maybe it's really damaging on the knees or the ankles if you're a heavier player like myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can.
Oh, great. Okay, so you can, Faisal.
Yeah.
Right. So, question number two from Adam.
Mm-hmm.
How did you convince your parents and family that you wanted to be a professional futsal player? Because being a futsal player is being a professional futsal player. Sometimes, maybe not acceptable in the family, something like that.
Yeah.
Family.
To be honest, I've been very blessed in the fact that my parents are supportive in whatever I do. So the most important thing for them is that I'm happy, and the fact that they saw that I was succeeding in futsal. So like I said before, where I grew up, it was a deprived area. So for my parents, they saw that futsal was taking me all over the world. My social profile was growing, my opportunities was growing, my sort of career was growing.
Yeah.
And the most important thing for them was, hey, my son's out of this area, he's traveling the world, he's seeing things that most people back here at home would never get the opportunity to do. He's playing with people like Ronaldinho, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, legends. So for them, it was, as long as my son's happy, he's making a great career for himself and a great living. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And I think at the start, being in the futsal world, you know, maybe people think it's not really a career that you can sort of thrive off and become successful in. But for me, that was more of a reason why I wanted to be a futsal player. So I'm actually the only professional futsal player in Welsh history to be a pro in history.
Yes.
So for me, it was like, okay, I'm going to be the first, and that's going to be my point of difference. Yes. And because of that, you know, I've had so many opportunities that other people would never have.
Yes, and actually, you know, when you know, like, you know, you have this chance and then you just go for it, I think that's really good, right?
Yeah, and I think most people, they have this mindset, you know, that they just want to try things. They just want to, the way I vision it is like you have a swimming pool, there's loads of people around the swimming pool, and some people, they just want to dip their foot in and see if it's cold or if it's hot. I'm the kind of person, I will just dive straight in and then I'll find out later. And that's what futsal was for me. I put all my heart and soul into it, and it paid off.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Wow, that's really inspiring. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, oh my gosh, I need to do what I like.
Yeah, that's why now my mantra in the game is, I have it tattooed on my leg, play with your heart. And I think it's a mantra for life. If you follow your heart, you can never go wrong. And
Yes.
even at times when we perceive it as wrong, or people in our lives perceive, you know, a choice that we make wrong, it might be 3 years down the line, 1 year, 5 years. You will look back and think, wow, if I never did that, I would never be here. So
Yes.
the way I live my life is, if I follow my heart, I follow what I love, I can never go wrong.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Oh my. I feel like I'm impressed. Yeah. I mean, it's not a lot of people who do that kind of stuff, you know, Rico. Like people are not brave enough to do what they like, and they follow what, you know, what they are, you know, what they see from their parents, probably, you know. If their parents are become like teachers, then they will become teachers too, or something like that. They just follow the path that's been made, right? So
That's
yeah.
it. But for me, it was one of those realizations when I first started following my heart. So I say that the heart, the intuition, is the human compass. It knows what we really should be doing here way before we know.
Yeah.
So when I first started aligning and following my heart was when the world sort of opened up to me. And the more that I sort of pursued and followed my heart, the more sort of success and opportunities that came up. And that's the way I live my life now. There could be things that present themselves, and it could look like, wow, that's all the gold, that's all the money, that's all the opportunities. But if my heart doesn't align to it, and it doesn't feel right, I won't go there. I won't do it. I won't follow.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Oh my. Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of people who will watch this one, will watch this video, will watch you saying that, will be like, "Oh yeah, I need to do that." Yeah. So just remind them, like, you know, like they need to actually love themselves and then, you know, do what they love, right? Like, you know. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
really good. Oh wow. Thank you so much, Rico, for the insights,
Right.
you know, and for, you know, the
Yeah.
message. Do you have any message, another message for the audience? that you was very
To be honest, that's the main message. Any
yeah.
interview that I do, and like I say, I have that mantra tattooed on my body. For me, play with your heart, sort of live with your heart, and love and live. So obviously, love, live, light, healing hub. This is another mantra of mine. You know, whenever I get back in the past when I was growing up in my teenage years, and I used to do a lot of research into the world and everything that's happening, I used to get really down and upset. And I would think about things that's happening in the world and get stressed out and anxious.
Yes.
You know, maybe some people call it like depression.
Yeah.
And then what came to me is I can't control any of that. The most important thing for me is to love and to live and let God and the universe take care of all of that stuff.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Rico, for your time. Like, it's such a pleasure to know you and hear your story. Seriously, it's such a, I don't know, like, makes me to actually, even me, like, I want to do more in my life, like, not just only
Yes,
do
empowerment.
whatever. Yes, yes.
Love
And
it.
good luck with the Light Love Healing Hub, is it?
Love, live, light.
Love, live, life.
Yes.
Wow.
Light.
Okay.
Also,
Light.
before we go,
Okay.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
How did you end up in Wales?
How?
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I am married with Welshman.
Hey, did he meet you in Bali or something?
Yeah, we met in Indonesia.
Okay.
Yeah, so I am married with a Welshman. And then, yeah, we got married in Bali.
Yeah.
And the reception, the party, was cancelled due to the pandemic. So we didn't have a party. So
Oh,
it,
God.
yeah, I know. It was just like the traditional Balinese wedding. That's it.
Yeah.
And the
Which part
the,
of Bali are you from?
oh, I'm from the north.
What's the name of the?
Singaraja, Beratan.
Okay.
Do you know?
I spent 5 to 6 months living in Bali.
Really?
Yeah, we was gonna we were looking to buy a villa there. We
Oh,
wanted to buy a villa, so in the summer we could travel out, rent it, come back and forth. But I think the sort of the regulations with you need somebody local, don't you? If you
yeah,
want to buy a villa, somebody local needs to sort of be in partnership with you
yeah.
because their name needs to be on the property. So we
Yes.
spent 5 months living in Canggu. Amazing. We love Canggu so much. And I think what was the other part we went? Went Ubud, did some water temples and stuff.
Yeah.
Uluwatu.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but my dad is from Sukabumi.
Oh, really? From
Yeah,
west of Java.
yeah, that's where my dad's from. And then he moves to Sumatra because his father was in the army.
Ah,
So my grandfather was in the army, so they would move. If the army moved, my dad would move. And then my father became a seaman. So we worked on the ships. And then my mum in Belgium.
oh,
When my
wow.
mum was on holiday. And then they got married, similar to you. And then the rest is history. He's in Wales now.
Yes, the same thing, same story. Maybe
Yeah.
if I had a kid, I would be like, yeah, you can be a futsal. Don't worry, you can be a futsal
Yeah,
player.
That's it. Have you ever watched a futsal game in Indonesia?
Yes, futsal game is a huge
Crazy.
thing. Yes, yes. When I still remember, do you know? I still remember, like when I was young, I
Yeah.
used to actually be like not a cheerleader, but like on the sideline to be just like cheer my my schoolmates up. So there were always like there were always games, competitions, like even in the school. Yeah, that's so big there. Yeah.
They're crazy fans. Crazy.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And my friend even like, I need to buy like, I mean my friend always said like, oh yeah, I need to buy a new futsal shoes. And I'm like, you don't even play futsal, but you
Yeah, they love it.
Yes.
They love it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try your business and I wish you good luck with your business, and also, with your family.
Appreciate it in time. But anyway, stay in touch. If you
Yes.
need any help in Austria and Wales, please do let us know. How
Yeah.
do you find Welsh people?
How?
Yeah, how do you find them? Are they friendly to you?
Yeah, they are. They are very friendly.
Yeah.
Yes, they are so friendly. They always said hi to me, you know, on the walk. If I went to the walk, they would say like hi, hi, and I'm like, oh wow, people
Yeah,
here are
yeah.
so great. Yeah,
They're
and
friendly.
yeah, I didn't expect that. That's the thing. I didn't expect that. I thought, you know, like I thought it wouldn't be like that. I thought, you know, people would
Yeah.
be like more like, you know, with the community and
Distant.
stuff. Yes, and
Uh-huh.
distance as well with like, you know, different
I
looking
think
kind
the
of
good thing
people.
about Wales is, especially where I'm from here in Cardiff and Newport, it's very multicultural.
Mm.
So it's not like traditional Wales, like in the valleys, where there's not really a lot of mixed people. Here in Cardiff, everywhere you go, there's people from all over the world. I don't. Is Bangor similar?
Yes, it is similar because of the university, probably. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Okay, that's great then.
Yeah, but because of the pandemic, I can't really meet people. So
Yeah,
really look forward to finish this pandemic.
yeah,
And, oh,
absolutely.
by the way, do you like cooking?
I love cooking.
Well, yeah. So this is actually a book,
Uh-huh.
from Maggie Ogunbawo. She's in Wales as well. This is
Yeah,
actually a book from a BAME community, so it's a Black Asian minority ethnic.
yeah, Bane, yeah, Bane.
Yes. So yeah, I can send it out one for you if you would like. You know, there are some recipes, and my recipes is here as well. So
Ah, you're in
perhaps,
there. What did you cook?
well, yeah,
Nasi goreng,
yeah, I
rendang.
didn't, I didn't cook anything, but this is
Ah,
the product that we sell. I mean, my husband and I have a cold brew coffee business in Wales.
what is it? What is it?
A cold brew coffee.
Oh, really?
Yes, so we are the first cold brew coffee producer in Wales.
Oh,
Yes,
send me the
yes.
link.
So say it again.
Send me the link of your company.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah. So this is also mentioned here. You know, from her, about our coffee, and then the product that we put here is the Balinese turmeric coffee. So we put
Oh,
yes. So we put
is
the
it like I miss jamu jamu.
oh yeah, yeah, jamu. So yeah, so the process of making the turmeric, I actually follow the jamu process, like how people make jamu, and then we mix
Yeah.
it with our cold brew coffee. Yes.
Wow, it sounds amazing. Please send it to me.
Okay. I will get your address then, maybe after this call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will send it to you on email.
Yes. Sure. No problem.
Thanks, amazing.
That's great, Rico. If you like it, yes. Thank you so much, Rico. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Ethan.
much. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I wish you good luck, and you know, maybe see you soon after the pandemic.
Absolutely. Much love, guys.
Yes, you too.